Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Yathagnir-dahika shaktihi Ramakrishne stita hiya sarva-vidya swarupam tam sharadam pranamamyaham. Namah Shri-yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit-sukha-swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Namaste to you all. Today the last three stanzas, verses of Bhagavad Gita which we did last time, we could not complete. We could do only one shloka of that. We will chant it again. Om Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrabhyo Vamsharishibhyo Mahadvyo Namo Gurubhyaha Adigurum Jagadvandyam Lokadisham Paratparam Navayuga Pravartaram Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Shri Sharadam Vishwamatam Shishyavrandam Cha Shodasham Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshini. Asmakam tu vishishtaye Tanibodhadvijottama Nayaka mama sainyasya Sanyartham tan bravimite. Bhavan bhishmascha karnascha kripascha samitinjayaha Ashvathama vikarnascha saumadattisthathaiva cha Anye cha bahavah shuraha madarte tyakta jivitaha Nana shastra praharanaha sarve yuddha visharadaha. These three shlokas we had taken. We are in the vast field of Mahabharata war, the great war. From ancient times of early civilizations, when we see constant wars, somewhere or the other on the earth, the wars going on. One place it is becoming peaceful, another place it starts. The nature has its own purpose to fulfill, not through the war, but seeking the evolution of jivas. The plan of nature is constantly evolution of jiva. But jiva wants to grip and hold on to this world. Though he sees the impermanency and constantly changing uncertainty, still he doesn't realize the eternal existence, eternal bliss, love, peace. When all the layers of our existence, from bodily existence to the innermost core, all the layers drop off the dross within and become transparent, the purpose of life shines forth. Love flows out without restriction on all beings. Everybody cannot have at a time, because the nature has two aspects of existence. One is positive, one is negative. The negativity continues as long as positivity exists, and later on they combine together to neutralize, and one existence remains. When one becomes two, there is dharma and adharma. When they go parallel, there is no problem. When adharma wants to encroach the place occupied, status gained, the facilities they are getting, the living conditions they want to snatch away, then the problem comes. And the growth of adharma will be always, dharma and adharma will be always varying. It is within the limits of tolerance. Now you look at the nature around, how the climatic changes are coming up, from the extreme winter to the hot summer. It is tolerable. All lives are existing. If it goes beyond, I saw in Madhya Pradesh when I was there, temperature crossed for 51, 52 degrees Celsius. Unimaginable. So many people started swooning off. Many deaths were there, sunstroke. To limit. So dharma and adharma, in Satyuga, adharma will be 1/4, dharma will be 3/4. It goes on changing. And in Kali Yuga, adharma will be 3/4, dharma will be 1/4. And this particular season of dharma, adharma, when this adharma wants to go beyond the limits of, and it wants to destroy the dharma, then divine interference must be there. And to bring back to the God incarnation, after incarnating, He will not remove the adharma completely. He brings back to the balancing point, 3/4 and 1/4. Otherwise, it is permitted. It is tolerable. Summer is tolerable. Not to the degree of 55 degrees Celsius. So that is where war takes place. War takes place when adharma is going to conquer and puts all effort to destroy and snatch away, encroach, then the problem comes. And each time there will be war, and the war is meant for peace. The suppression of evil, divine interference must be there. And as I going on seeing throughout the civilization, I am studying so many civilizations that came and passed away from ancient times. We have been studying in the other class. Whenever the materialism enhances to the limitless amount of bodily existence and enjoyments, this Asuri Sampat is increasing. Daivi Sampati is decreasing, then these abnormalities take place. And this is invariably ends in peace. Peace means not the absolute bliss of the Brahman, of the enlightenment you are going to get. There is again social reformations. Till man realizes the error, at any time, making mistake is not it is very common. We are all humans. We are not divine beings yet. Though divinity is hidden within, all are humans. Everybody is prone to do mistakes, and as if the human is made to do mistakes to that extent. But just to accept the moment I am wrong, just acceptance of this, just say sorry, whole problem ends. No more war, no, again that friendship develops, peace comes. Otherwise, these forces have to be, when we come to the Mahabharata war, we have been studying what all great forces. Pandavas, we saw each one Maharathis, unimaginable, single, physical, face-to-face war. 270,000 people, one person can face. Maharathi. So, Dharmaraya, that is Yudhishthira himself, was not a Maharathi. He is between Rathi and Maharathi. But Abhimanyu was Maharathi, and Abhimanyu was equal to 144 Yudhishtiras. Imagine the dimensions. What all kind of people. So here we see Duryodhana has seen Pandava's Sainya and explained. Now he is feeling a kind of restlessness. He never thought such a huge power will be standing in front of him. He thought 5 Pandavas will be there, I alone is sufficient for them to. All are on my side, as if. No. And you see 18 Akshohini, 7 Akshohini alone on the side of Pandavas, 11 Akshohini on the side of Kauravas. Adharma and Dharma, huge. But what is the difference between Kauravas and this huge power? Both are standing. Here, the divine backing is there. Krishna is on this side. God will be always there. On the Dharma side, Adharma side, He gives all the opportunities to transfer, change, become again good. So all opportunities, when they are rejecting, last Krishna goes to beg 5 villages for 5 Pandavas. And this was refused. There was no other alternative than the war. So now Duryodhana is trying to bring back his balance, because one side weight it is like a scale on which one side weight is put. He wants to balance now. He is taking his side to compensate. Oh, these are things we too might be having, we too have. That he wants to present to his own guru who has planned the whole thing, who has taught him ABCD of war. But he is presenting him. Asmakantu vishishtaye tanni bodha dvijottama nayaka mama sainyasya sanyartham tan bravimite. I am going to tell you Just for your information, who are great warriors here on my side. There is Bhavan, yourself, Dronacharya. We have studied enough about him. Bhavan, Bhishmascha. Bhishma also we know very well, one of the Ashtavasus, a cosmic power on the earth. And then Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha. Karna also we know, Kunti's son, and he himself did not know what his identity. But Krishna reveals his identity before beginning war, asking him not to kill his brothers, 5 brothers. But he says, except Arjuna, I am not going to touch anybody. Even if they are in death, within my hands to kill, I will leave them. Only Arjuna I will not leave. So this is Karna identity. We already know about Karna. Then Karnascha Kripascha. Kripa is an important personality. When we come to Kripa, he is, when we see an important personality in Mahabharata Yuddha war, there we see Kripa was the descendant of Angirasa Rishi, Kripa, and grandson of Gautama Rishi. Kripa is one of the Chiranjeevis. He was son of Sharadvana and Janapadi, one of the Apsaras. King Shantanu, while going in the forest, he finds the 2 children. Just babies he picks them up, adopts them and brings them. Later on, the father comes and gives the identity. But Bhishma's father, Shantanu, keeps them and hands over their growth to the Rajaguru, who brings them up. They give the name Kripa and Kripi. Kripi marries Drona, and Kripacharya, his father, comes, Sharadvana, and teaches him Vedas, scriptures, and the military art, military science, every bit, and archery. Sharadvana himself was a great archer. The archery, Kripacharya gets it from his father. The Rajaguru also gives him sufficient knowledge and information. He was the one person who never wanted the Mahabharata war to happen. He said, Pandavas are on the right side. Their demand is genuine. We need not go for war. Though he takes the Kaurava side inevitably, but he was always against the war. And this is about Kripa. And then this one, he becomes one of the Chiranjeevis. Chiranjeevis are 7 Chiranjeevis who are eternally living till the end of this Yuga. Mahayuga, when ends, there is a Pralaya. Till then, they will be alive. They have crossed the limitations of death. In the end, they will get merged again. They are called Chiranjeevis. Bali, Vyasa, Parashurama, Hanumanta, Vibhishana, Kripacharya, Markandeya, and Ashwatthama. These are the 7 Chiranjeevis. Out of that, Kripacharya is one of the Chiranjeevis. So he is presenting him on our side. Who are there? Bhavan, Bhishmascha, Karnascha, Kripascha, Samitinjaya. This Samitinjaya can be taken as an adjective or an epithet of Kripa. Every war who wins is called Samitinjaya. Ever victorious is called Samitinjaya. Meaning, direct meaning of the word, Samitinjaya. So Kripacharya survives even the Mahabharata war. One of the 11 persons who survived was Kripacharya. So there also it matches, and Samitinjaya, he never got defeated anywhere. So Samitinjaya can be taken as. Otherwise, Samitinjaya, another thing, one of the Yadava Maharathis, 7 Maharathis were there in the Yadava clan. Out of that, one is Samitinjaya. And that Samitinjaya we see in Sabha Parva of the Mahabharata, 14th chapter, we get his reference as one of the Maharathis who participated in Mahabharata war. But exactly where he was, how he fought and all, we don't come across. But his mention is there as one of the warriors in the Mahabharata war belonging to Yadava clan, Kula, and then one of the 7 Maharathis, great warriors in the Yadava Kula, Krishna's side. And it may refer to him, Samitinjaya. Ashwathama we know already. Vikarna is Duryodhana's brother. He is third among the Kauravas. And a well-known personality. We have not constantly heard about him, but a exceptional warrior. Very difficult to handle with. And then Bhima kills him in the war. Then Samitinjaya, Ashwathama Vikarnacha, Saumadatti, Tathaivacha. Saumadatti is Somadatta's son is called Saumadatti. Pratha's son is Partha, like that. Saumadatti, Somadatta's son is Saumadatti. And so Somadatta is one of the warriors, again a warrior family, and the whole, it's his actual name was Bhurishravas, a formidable warrior, and he had a feud with the Yadav Kula. And he did not go well, and feud continued, and in the war, Saumadatti was killed by Satyaki, one of the Yadava, this one, and there that feud ends. So this he quotes, Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Kripascha Samitinjaya Ashwathama Vikarnascha Saumadatti Tathaivacha. And then last he says, the last shloka we have just now chanted, Anye cha bhava shuraha madarte tyakta jivitaha nana shastra praharanaha sarve yuddha visharadaha. Here the I, mine, and that when pride comes before a fall always. And these are not real prides. The real pride is when a soul surrenders to God, soul surrenders to nature, soul surrenders to Dharma. He is walking on Dharma. That pride is not expressed outside. That pride is always within the soul. I am walking on the path of Dharma. I am child of God. All that pride within turns out to be gratitude at the feet of God. That's why it makes them enlightened. The same pride expressed outside because of the physical powers destroys us. So here our Duryodhana is telling Many more brave men are present who are ready to lay down their lives for my sake. Madarte tyakta jivitaha. Nana shastra prarana. They are all proficient in wielding the weapons, shastra prarana. They are excellent operators in the warfare. Jnana shastra prarana sarve yuddha visharada. In war they are experts. Those people are with me. So with this now now he also Arjuna comes to see both the sides. He too wants to inspect both. Duryodhana saw now on the either side, how is this? Pandavas, how are the Kauravas? How are my side? How these people are there? This is not something, he is not doing something unusual. Nor he is doing not sensible, something he is not doing. He is doing this thoughtfully. This is the process of war. Even in modern times we see the modern military also, how they sit and discuss the whole thing. These people also do the same act what the Arjuna and Duryodhana have done to analyze the whole situation. See either side. The strategic military assessment, this is called strategic military assessment. It is done all, now anywhere war is going on, this is done. They stand in front of a tactical map. Tactical map means it is used for planning and executing military operations. A detailed map. We were there, I was there in Army Attachment course, where in those days, 1970s, 1970 actually, and then there was no modern equipments or anything like, only was wireless connections, radar also was there. Anyway, the whole thing was map reading. Everybody will have a map open wherever we are and match with the nature. Sunrise, this, that, stars and all. North, magnetic needle. Set to the magnetic needle, find out where we are and how the enemies are standing, what are the strategic points that we have to do. All this there's a tactical map, it is called, tactical map. They stand in front of the tactical map and complete analysis of the war field is done. And how to manage things, what we have, which experts are there in what kind of field, in the war field, is known. And then they contemplate on the intelligence that they get from all sides, spying, this, that, intelligence will be there to supply the reports of the enemy forces, their military operations. And military operations always demand a comprehensive understanding of the enemy's capabilities. It helps strategic deployment and countermeasures. What they may do, what countermeasures I have to take for my own protection, how can attack. Now, modern things, how they are going on, you see, same thing they are doing. It helps whole system. The knowledge of capabilities and specializations people have helps proper utilization of warriors, our own forces, our own equipments, our own whatever we have got, in the war field which we can utilize, and also contributes to the boosting and confidence of people. Duryodhana and Arjuna viewing armies on both sides, is what their ancestors have been doing, and successors, the modern successors, are continuing. So the same thing is happening everywhere. This analysis of the whole situation. So this is about the 3 shlokas we began in the last class. For this class, let this be. We will see in the next class the further shlokas. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhritavigraham Vai Ishavataram Paramesh Tamra Shirasa Namama.